In the 1st of August 2021 apology, what was important was about reinvigorating our confidence in who we are as peoples of the Ngati Whatua. And I'm eternally grateful for Ngati Whatua Orakei in the way they quickly embraced us, in the way they wrapped around their aroha, their lofa, in making sure that that was delivered in a way that culturally and spiritually we were all united. And that gave me the energy and confidence also to look further into the future. We say in Samoa, it's a search for wisdom about what is the vision for the future. And then at the conclusion of that event, again, it's not lost of me that when we came together to express our support and our love for one another, that we have completed an arduous task of bringing people's spirits together, that they were generous enough to offer that they would host the first commemoration.
In the spirit of whanaungatanga and aroha and manaki is to offer a day, and we thought the first Sunday of August each year, where our whānau of Moana Nui Akiwa come up to our whenua, come up to Tapawarafo, up to our marae, and we have a day of celebration in order to remember what happened today.
And so that then led us into the commemoration. What I'd asked the Ministry for Pacific Peoples is to engage with Ngati Whatua and to ask for their permission into entering into a memorandum of understanding, an agreement, so that we continue to strengthen this bond, using the old, but also bringing in the new. And the new is written. The word that Ngati Whatua Orakei came up with was Kotuitanga. The English translation for that is arrangement, but in my heart, I feel that word is much deeper. It has a much deeper meaning.
And it is a symbol of our coming together as one waka, and that we will hoi together in one direction.
If we accept the fact that we are peoples of the Moana Whatua, then we must also accept the fact that we've been part of a 5,000 journey across the vast Pacific Ocean. And our ancestors, this was the final place for them after traversing the Pacific region, even though the signatories to that Kotuitanga are between the Ngati Whatua Orakei Trust and the Ministry for Pacific Peoples. Again, with their permission, I sought that we invite all the traditional leaders, our Pacific leaders of non-governmental organizations, for them to step forward on that day and to sign the Kotuitanga as a commitment. Even though the arrangement's for 2 years and can be renewed, but it is a commitment to work together, and there's an opportunity for us to work together for the benefit of our young people. When we share and make commitments to each other, that is not something that we've manufactured more recently. This is an ancient tradition from years gone by. It's no incidence that if you look to the Bible, it makes reference to us that we are a covenant people. It's no coincidence that you look at our whakatauki or old sayings, we refer to how important our words are, and that is our bond. But I think in this day and age, we've also got to use the balangi tools of writing things down, of legitimizing those things to enable government agencies to feel supported, that they have a role to play in supporting the dreams and aspirations of Māori and Pasifika.
We will remember. We will remember. Tēnā koutou.
I'm mindful at the end of the day, governments come and go. Government departments will change their officials from day to day. But the people who remain are our communities, our community leaders and our young people. And I'm hopeful that the foundations that we're building here in these relationships, they become strong foundations for the pillars of family relationships, the pillars of working together, the pillars of cooperating and standing together to dismantle whatever systemic blockages that hold our young people down or prevent our young people from fully realizing their fullest potential as the future of Aotearoa New Zealand and the leaders of Aotearoa New Zealand.